Hello, Wellness Warriors. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. So many things happened since I last recorded. So one of them, oh my gosh, let me bring the air down. I'm like super hot. So one of them is that, yes, I cut my hair. Look at that. Woo! I needed a change. So I'm just very excited because I had been wanting to do it, but I just didn't have the guts to go for it. So I decided to finally do it, and I don't regret it. No regrets here. So, um, and the second thing is, we turned 6 months on April 3rd. So the channel has been alive for 6 months thanks to you guys. So thank you. And my grandpa died, and so I know that's not happy news. I went from like happy news to, but my grandpa died, and the thing is that I usually record and I upload on Mondays, and this happened last Sunday, and I just wasn't honestly in the mood to record. So it was the first Monday that I didn't upload ever since I started the channel. But I honored that, and I didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. So I honor that, and so I didn't do a video. I barely was able to go to work. I felt so like, oh. But I went through work. I got through my day, and it was fine. Um, then I started feeling a little more here by Wednesday, and then Thursday. I'm sorry, I had a meltdown. And it was a good thing because, okay, so today we're talking about number 17, which is feel your emotions no matter how heavy and painful they may be. And by Thursday, which was yesterday, I was just like not in a good place at all. And so for many reasons, like my grandpa's death, telling you. Me and my English sometimes, guys. My grandpa's death, mm, some like issues we all have on a day-to-day basis, like finances and just stress, and also because I have been dealing with something for the last 18 months of my life that's it's really painful. um I will talk about it. I am, because I've been gearing up for that. I'm very proud of myself, but not today. um so I've been dealing with this journey, and it's rough, y'all. And I constantly have to sit with my emotions. And sometimes I just avoid them. And sometimes I'm like, hey, you have to feel this. So yesterday I just like let it out. I mean, I had this meltdown, and I just like purged everything out to my mother. Hey, mom. I'm like, it looks like I'm advertising HEB. Their coffee is good though. It's decaf, because remember I don't do coffee anymore. I don't want to say I don't do caffeine because I do drink tea. But it's good. Anyway, and so I just let it all out, and I sat with my emotions. And then after I was done, I felt so much better. And then I said, I'm gonna go to Zumba. And so I went to Zumba, not to like teach it, but to go. And then afterwards, I felt amazing. And so the meltdown may not have been pretty, um, but it certainly was necessary. And so I say this to everybody. Some things may not be pretty, but they're necessary. And meltdowns sometimes are. And so, and it wasn't totally, you know how you can tell when you're about to gear towards a meltdown? This was not one of those. This was just a, oh my gosh, I had to cry and let it out and just like speak my truth and really sit with my pain. And that is important. That is part of our journey of self love. You need to sit with your emotions, no matter how painful they are, and quit the distractions, quit the social media, quit the going out to not, and in order not to be able to sit still and be with yourself. So a lot of people just distract themselves so they don't have to sit with their feelings, or they numb themselves. And we all do that. Like, even if you say you don't, you do. Trust. So we all numb, or we all distract. And you may be saying, how do I numb? Through food, through alcohol, through drugs, through uh, TV. I mean, there are so many other ways to numb. Um, and there are a lot of ways to distract. And so at the end of the day, if you're like in your social media all day, every day, you're distracting. And we do this because we're trying to cope with whatever we're dealing with, but we're not being the buffalo, you know? The buffalo, when there's a storm, the buffalo looks at the storm and runs towards the storm. It doesn't hide like the avestruz. I don't know how to say that in English. I don't know. She has like a really long neck and she like ducks it in the ground. If anybody knows the name, just write it there. So she does that, and then the bunny, they run around. I heard this from a psychiatrist um, that works where I work, and I was like, oh, that's so true. So be the buffalo and face that storm head on, and sit with your emotions, no matter how uncomfortable they are, because anything that you avoid, those emotions that you avoid, they will come out, not in pretty ways. So do yourself a favor and deal with those emotions so that later on they don't come out in ugly ways and like hurt everybody around you, including yourself. And also, you cannot heal what you don't feel. And that is huge. When my client said that, and I'm like, ooh, I like it. You can't heal. Like, you cannot heal when you can't feel. So you need to sit down and feel this and be able to be with yourself and heal it. And I do believe that therapy helps with that. Like, many of the moments where I have felt the worst pains have been in a session with my therapist, or just when I'm alone, sitting in my house by myself, and I feel the pain. And with the situation that I just talked about in the past that I've been dealing for almost a year and a half, it's been painful, and it's there, and it's constant. And so I've had to learn to shelf it, and then when it does come, to feel it, but not let it consume me. And that can be hard, but I feel like the more you feel that emotion, you can allow yourself to say, okay, well, I'm going to feel it, and then I'm going to shelf it, and I'll come back to it later, but not denying it and running away from it, because then that's just going to, honestly, it's gonna weigh so much that it's gonna sink you. So just remember that it is important for your healing journey to feel. The older I get, the more I realize that the only thing I want is peace of mind, but you can't have peace of mind if you're not feeling your pain. And also feel your joy. Let your joy be felt. Even if like fear creeps in, remember that even if you were to lose that joy, the only thing you're going to regret is not fully leaning in and feeling that joy. Nothing in this world can beat truly feeling our emotions. And no one in this world can represent us in life. So it's you. You are the only one who can live that moment. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. I'm so excited that we've been on for 6 months. It really does mean a lot. 108 subscribers is amazing, so thank you. And if you can share the videos, that'll be great, and then have more people subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome weekend. Bye, guys.